Hello, my name is Michel. I am a Mexican-Canadian musician living in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada, just 45 minutes away from Toronto. I am the founder of LACNETS Mexico, the first neuroendocrine cancer awareness and patient advocacy organization in Mexico. On September 15 of 2021, I was diagnosed with grade 1 well-differentiated small bowel NET with a Ki67 of less than 3% and metastasis on my large intestine, appendix, right lung, liver, and diaphragm. September 15 happens to be the Mexican Independence Day. So I always joke about my tumors being really proud Mexicans. I had a bowel resection on December 14, 2021, where 90% of my tumors were removed, along with some of my factory original parts. So I guess my warranty is void now. Oh well. Just like the majority of NET diagnoses, mine came after several years of digestive issues, multiple visits to different specialists, lots and lots of scans and tests, different diagnoses that came with their own sets of drugs and restrictive diets, which had zero effects. I mean, some of the symptoms were so bad and persistent that I got to the point of being able to recognize national landmarks just by looking at pictures of their bathrooms. One day I decided I had enough, so I confronted my doctor. I had to make sure he understood that I had followed every single one of his indications to the letter without any results. I had to quite firmly make him listen and accept the possibility that he was wrong. Luckily, he did, and a new set of tests were done. But this time, I didn't settle with the reports, which again said that there was nothing wrong. This time, I searched for an answer. I sent my images to different specialists, and one of them finally saw something odd. He couldn't tell exactly what it was, but he did say there was something there. So at this point, I contacted a family friend in Vancouver, who is a very successful surgeon, and sent him all my scans and my tests. Next thing I know, he gives me a call and he asks me one single question. Are you having flushings? Yep. I know exactly what this is, he said. And right there, that word that we fear, that word that has the power to destroy everything, became a part of me. Cancer. It's ironic, like at that moment, I was feeling both the relief of finally knowing what was wrong with the immense weight of knowing what was wrong. 2 weeks later, a biopsy was done and the diagnosis was confirmed. But what happened in those 2 weeks, those 2 long weeks without knowing the specifics of my case? I mean, not even knowing that there are specifics to my case. The mind is so powerful, curiosity is so hard to control, and the internet, well, it's right there. So I did the same thing that everybody I know does. I Googled. But I Googled without being aware that most of the results and most of the information that pops up on the first page, it's always the worst case scenarios. So yes, my head just went there. I was done. I had run out of time. Needless to say, the next few days were a complete nightmare. I was overwhelmed by fear, anxiety, desperation, anger, guilt. All of those nasty feelings that we're capable of came at once, all of them. Those were some pretty dark days. But as some wise person once said, there's calm after the storm. The biopsy results brought a bit of light in the form of precious information about the specifics of my case. They gave me a bit of a breathing space, and then my curiosity once again kicked in. Only this time, I knew a bit more, so I was able to do research based on that information, and the panorama just started changing completely. I realized it was too late to be angry. It was too late to feel guilty, and that feeling sorry about myself would not only just feed my fear, but will drag me deeper and deeper into a depression that could potentially kill me faster than the cancer. So I decided to find a way to move forward, to accept what is happening to me and to try to understand it to the best of my abilities in order to be able to fight it. I've always believed in the phrase knowledge is power. So I started learning as much as possible about it. The more I learned, the more I realized how lucky I am. I mean, 2 weeks ago, I was able to find a way to I have cancer. That's pretty unlucky. But I am lucky not only because of the specifics of my case, but because I was able to find top of the line specialized care not far away from me. I am lucky that I live in a country that has top-notch free medical care. And I am lucky that I've been dealing all my life with some degree of depression. It's ironic, yes, but I've learned how to deal with it. And changing my perspective from that of being sick and unlucky to that of being lucky and able to continue fighting not only brought peace to my mind, but motivation to move forward. At that point, my search for knowledge brought an important fact to my attention: the huge lack of awareness that exists about this condition, both like at a general population level and at the healthcare providers level. It made me realize why my condition was able to just slip under the radar for so long and how important it is to bring it to the light. If this happens in the most advanced countries, just imagine how it is in the less developed ones. Once again, that thought of being lucky, which I have consciously programmed into my head, served this purpose. It fed me with the desire and the motivation to do something about it. I had discovered that there was not a single NET patient advocacy organization or support groups or nobody raising awareness about it in Mexico. So NETS Mexico was born. By accepting my condition and adapting my thoughts, I have empowered myself to make better decisions. And by doing so, I turned the worst thing that has ever happened to me into what will be probably the most significant thing I'm going to do with my life. So how's that for moving forward? I have cancer. Yes, it's in here. There's nothing I can do about it. I cannot get rid of it. So I might as well use it for something good. Thank you very much for listening. Take care.